I get money in my sleep, I could never be weak.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome back. We here again with another one. Be right over here coughing up a lung.
Choke.
Talking that Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. Be right. How you doing, my boy?
Merry Christmas, Bush. How are you? I'm doing well.
I'm good. You feel me? I'm real good.
Snow.
You know somebody who ain't having a good Christmas, Nicki Minaj. You feel me? I don't know if she plan on running for president eventually or something. She might be. Who knows? But she been taking a big political stance on things. You know, she been outspoken on her Twitter, speaking on how she feel about the presidency and everything that's going on. She happens to be a big MAGA fan. She's a big Trumper. She loves him. She loves the vice president. She calls him an assassin who's ready to go and who's up on point, who's a perfect mixture of us and them, whatever that means. But she said that. She been, I don't know. I feel like she knew this is going to affect her little career a little bit, but because we think about Nicki Minaj, the trannies, I don't know, that word might be wrong. I'm sorry if it is. The trans community and the gay community, they all like Nicki. You know, her style was about that, I guess. You know, the way she got down, but they're pretty pissed off because she happened to make a statement about trans people, and it kind of got people everybody's panties in a bunch. I ain't gonna hold you. She lost 10 million followers. There's a petition out now talking about deport her, get her out of here, back to Trinity. It's pretty crazy, bro. I swear to God, they not playing. And it's just messed up because it's like she's not allowed to have an opinion. You feel me? Did you hear about that?
That's cancel culture, but that shit's over with. Cool. She lost 10 million followers. I guarantee she picks up 10 million more. And these people still pay for fucking albums and streams. So look, people get real righteous and like to oh, I don't follow her anymore. But nobody sees if you download her music, which they all will, because she's not going to lose any money. Plus, she's been in the game for 20 some odd years already. She got dough. She got enough dough to fucking be who she wants to be at this point. She's allowed to have an opinion, like you said. It's outrageous.
She definitely got dough.
And I don't like your music doesn't mean you need to cater to their whims. Like, if she doesn't agree with that shit, she doesn't believe in that shit, then why would she ever pretend to for money? So good for her. Good for her.
And you can't tell me she didn't know that she was going to take a loss with some. But the thing is, she's bowing because she deleted her Twitter behind the loss. Like, fuck that. You should have kept that going and let the people find you. They coming. You know what I mean? So I don't know if she reactivated it.
She probably doesn't care anymore. Like if you lived at that level for so many years, would you even care what people thought about you anymore? You're not going broke. Your kids are never going broke. You can go and do whatever you want. Everybody likes you. To your face, everybody's going to be nice because it's America. And, that's about it. Come on, what is she going to do?
Yeah, but that's why I was like, why would she do this? So my thing is maybe she is planning on running for office or things like that. Or maybe she's just a human being that feels affected by these things and she really wants to speak out about it. Hey, I don't knock her. You know, I'm not a big Trumper. You are, but I don't knock her for having an opinion, and I don't feel she should be treated like that right now. You know, talking about deporting her and shit like that. That's ridiculous. You know.
Well, you know what it is everybody on the left makes all their feelings and all their beliefs so damn known to everybody, and you better know it. But people on the right really don't verbalize their opinions, in public too often because right now they're not that popular, and it brings a lot of hate from a degenerate. But now people are getting to the point where they feel like they can talk again, and they're also getting to the point where they feel like if they don't talk, they might not be able to get that chance again. So people are drawing a line. They're not down with all the kooky shit that's going on, all this weird shit coming out of the left, and they're just not down with it. And I think it's ridiculous that people aren't inspired by that and happy. If this girl's going to go out and say something about it and state her line in the sand and what she is cool with and isn't cool with, and if you don't like it, take a walk. I think everybody in normal life can do the same thing.
Yeah, but her fans gotta be hurt because I feel like she false represented, like she was with that Rainbow Flags coalition. You feel me? And
Never
her
really said
fans like what when she came out with that had to be devastating to a lot of people. I gotta admit. And me, I don't have a problem with anybody's lifestyle and how they living. I do have a problem with pushing it on people, but I don't have a problem with anybody's lifestyle. But I could imagine they were devastated. And they like, what? Why would she? Like they felt like played. You know what I mean?
Not yet. And when you find out, your favorite singer or songwriter doesn't vibe with your politics, like full, I guess. But it is also music. It doesn't need to be about anything but the music. But people make it about everything but the music these days.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. He's totally right. Well, basically, what she said. It wasn't too crazy, but I don't understand why they bringing the fist down on her. Basically, Minaj praised Vice President J.D. Vance as an assassin who's who's quick as a computer. She said he's the best blend I've ever seen of us and them. That's a quote. Minaj also attacked California Governor Gavin Newsom over
Nice.
transgender children's politics. And then this is what she said about that. She said, imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. She posted, haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. I guess that's a good point, the rapper called Trump and Vance heroes and the good guys in recent posts. She even spoke at the United Nations about Nigerian Christians, later calling it a MAGA flex. A MAGA flex. I'm sorry about the reading, but these glasses too dark. But like she made a big stance and she spoke and she put it down on where she at with it. You feel me? And I think she was prepared for this hit. I don't think she's stupid enough to not think that something's coming from that. They're attacking her, but unwarranted attacks, if you ask me.
I agree. And good for her. Look, when people get older, they start to care about different. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care about in your 20s, but you care about in your 30s. You don't care about in your 30s, but you care about in your 40s. Things change. I didn't care about politics 10 years ago. I didn't care about politics 5 years ago. But shit matters to me now, at least. But people gets to a point where people don't keep it quiet anymore.
Shit matters because I'm going to credit Trump to that because he's so pulverizing and he's a love or hate character. And when you speak on him, it can invoke this or it can invoke that, and I guess that's a good thing, when somebody's in there that can invoke some type of emotion and make people care about some shit. You know what I mean? That can't be bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and
that's exactly this country is founded on spirit, like not being held under someone's thumb, that type of shit. So yeah, no, it's awesome. Like people should care about their politics. They should care about their country. Like there are people out there. So you got to care a little bit. The average person tries not to care. And then eventually there's no choice to care anymore. And it's usually too late. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good thing, but I think Nikki's pretty bold for doing that, losing all that money. That's a big thing to give up. That's a lot of money that she's going to lose off.
She probably lost endorsements and some more stuff. But if you remember, she was speaking against Jay-Z and the powers that be. She just recently started getting like real outspoken about things. Like you said, like we all know she got a lot of money, but something's invoking her to come out and really speak her mind for real, It's
well, I mean,
she
lost her father a few years ago, right? Like he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Shit like that changes your perspective.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trump was responsible for helping her hubby get out. And this dude has some crazy charges, the R charges and things like that. You feel me?
Hey, I wouldn't spread that rumor.
What you think? She got a chance to run in the future?
I mean, who knows? Maybe. It depends. She would have to. She need a good team behind her, but yeah, I think she could. Maybe with media training and shit, she'd have to change up a bit, obviously, but that doesn't change shit. Like, she could potentially, if she got very serious about it, maybe local government.
I think she's going for that. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking
She
at
could
it.
wind up being a diplomat. She could wind up being a diplomat to Trinidad of some sort, a liaison.
Oh yeah, you're right about that too. She's all in the UN. You feel me? And she says some stuff that was all. She said some things in the UN that was all in the media. So yeah,
she's an outspoken girl. She's an outspoken girl who moved from Trinidad to Queens. She might have something to say. She might have that the world could maybe listen to. A perspective.
Now you love Nicki Minaj.
But yeah, man, that's pretty dope for her. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right. I like it. I like when people who have a voice actually fucking talk about something that's not popular decision necessarily. Like, it's going to get her. It's a popular choice, Trump, obviously, but it's also going to get a lot of flack. That's how you know someone means it. They take a loss for saying something. That's how they at it. That's when they mean it. So I think it's pretty awesome.
She put it on the line for Trump. She put it on the line, like, fuck it. She love him.
Well, for America,
you
know what? That she came and became famous in, like, you got to respect that shit.
Yeah,
it wouldn't happen if she had gone anywhere else. Promise you that.
We always look stupid in America, like, for some reason, whenever the person's in office, whether it be a Barack, anybody, where we make a mockery of them. We got our shows like Saturday Night Live and things like that, which we all love, but because it's a freedom of speech, we're Americans, that's what we should have. But my thing is, for some reason,
there's a difference between mockery and political satire. There's a big difference. There's a very big difference.
My bad. You're right. Defend them. But you're right. But what I'm saying is, it seems like the attitude for whoever we vote in office, we also like try to, like, put them on they should be on the hot seat, obviously, because they're running the greatest country in the world and the most powerful country. But at the same time, it's never a situation. I don't know. I wasn't alive during the Kennedy times and things like that, but it's never no universal patriotism for our leader out here. And I guess that's just because we're in a democracy, you feel me? But it would be nice, you feel me, to have somebody that,
Well, I mean, the truth is the truth is, before 9/11, our government obviously was still our government, but the political sides, like, they spoke to each other afterwards. They drank beers together afterwards. Like, they figured shit out probably at the bar after, and then went back the next day, sat in the aisles and got shit done. But things crossed the aisle, and things got done. They were a little bit more back and forth. And now fucking politics now is a fucking blood sport. It's a blood sport, and they don't talk to each other. And anybody who is speaking subversive on their own side gets ostracized and cut out of the picture. And even if you're good and people like you, follow the agenda, you get cut out. You know what I mean? Like, look what they did to Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard left the Democratic Party. She was the only one over there with any brains, and they forced her over to the right, which great for us. You know what I mean? Like, thank God, because she's awesome and she's a really American. She's a true American for sure. She's a veteran. Veteran. She's all that. She's no joke. Very bright lady. And now we got her because she eventually had to come over to political intelligence. But anybody who gets out of line over there on their side is insane, and they're not allowed to free think, and there's no communication between the two. And we need to get back to that, where the two parties, despite being separate, can just still discuss things and get things done, because there's no discussion now. There's nothing but
but I'm not going to completely blame it on the left. That's what you would do. I get it.
Oh, no. I'm not. No, I'm not blaming it totally on the left. It takes two to fucking come on, man. It takes two to dance. Come on. The right's just as ignorant and just as dumb. I'm not saying they're any better. I'm saying we need that back, when the two would talk to each other. And now they hate each other and deal with each other. And it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
It's not good for them. But I think that's accredited to more money involved in the lobbyists and the things like that.
just about power. That's all.
Yeah, because if you don't have enough money, your campaign ain't gonna be right. You ain't gonna win regardless. You feel me?
Money. Without saying, but they got tons of it. It's disgusting. In the end, the ones who's going to lose is you, me, and everyday Americans. We're all lose. Politicians don't lose. They don't lose.
Politicians don't lose. These, you know, who else ain't losing? These rappers. They coming into this podcast game, and it's a win-win for them. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, guess what? Back in the day, yeah, I'm getting better. But guess what? Back in the day, you feel me? If they had it was such thing an Instagram era and monetizing these actions and monetizing these situations, it'll be a whole nother thing. But now they can, and now look at what's going on, man. Look at what's going on. I already told you my favorite podcast is the Fat Joe and Jada shit. But now look at this. Yeah,
I have to agree with you on that, but this new one coming is going to be a banger, in my opinion.
He talking about fucking Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, which is like crazy because in the midst of all of this that's going on, and I gotta say, Fabulous killed that shit. The freestyle, it went hard. Matter of fact, I could play it. I don't know. I might get copywritten, but I might not because they use the 50.
No, you can play it as long as they're commenting on it, and you only play like a few.
We're gonna rock out with it. But what I'm gonna say is they were scared. Mano, scary verse, lame as fuck. Jim Jones, I fuck with it, but it was a scary verse. I wanted you to go at him like you used to go at the Kofi Smacker and all that type of shit back in the day. You feel me? Dave East, I know you trying to be mutual and all that. Good bars, good song, scary ass verse. Only one that had the balls to do it, to do what he had to do. He dropped it on him. Is my boy from the Brooklyn era, Fabulous. You heard? Fab said she getting the warm showers. He said this. He said that. He violated. He went at him. That's what he wanted to hear. These dudes is all politically correct and shit because we're podcasters. We're journalists. Oh, fuck all that. Fab went for the neck with it. I gotta applaud that because you know why? I thought when he on the show, his character on the show was more of a cool, playing it politically correct, playing it cool. But when it came to them bars, whoopsie, he went at him.
He did not disappoint.
He went directly at him. So shout out to Fab. All right, let's just listen to it then. Fuck it. Shout out, salute. And if they do, now YouTube got a new thing where I could take whatever they copyright, I'll take it right out and the video still be up. It was edited out at the same time, so I ain't tripping. But let's play this shit. This shit hard though, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, look, hey, real niggas outnumbered 99-1. I've been a savage way before I turned 21. They said that I would probably die before I'm 21. These young boys getting light before they 21. Let's rap about it, smack a nigga, laugh about it. It's either in you, not on you. You lames need a class about it. Might not never get my flowers in this lifetime. Probably have to die before I get my right shine. It's cool, cause stars shine when it's nighttime. These internet niggas throwing shots, pick the right time. I got time today, a hustler gonna find a way. I don't back down, it's not inside my DNA. Pops died early, had to grind early. Big hammers way before I had size on me. Talking old beef, taking back the guy Tony. That's before actresses laid their eyes on me. Yeah, let's talk money and love. The OG said you can't trade money for love. All of us gang, but only one of us blood in one crib. Don't trip, they ain't fucking with us. Hey.
I mean, the verse was good, you know. It was put together well. It's just my problem is I want direct messages, DMs. You feel me?
Yeah,
I want some DMs.
He had one clever bar where he put in the one where he's like, "Well, I got time today." That's that little white kid that was like a gang member.
Oh yeah. That was all right. That was good. That was good.
I got time today. That shit was funny. So he threw that in there. That's pretty good.
The fact that they picked 50's beats, that's a statement right there. You know what I mean? These are 50 Cent beats. Yeah.
It was bland.
So they going
just surface. It was just surface level bars. It didn't go any deeper than that.
Yeah. But you know where we're from. We're from the Styles P era. Holidays getting at you. F Beanie Siegel.
Talk about something. Tell me.
Say it, man.
Tell me, yeah.
And now they good friends. You feel me? But that's just accredited to hip hop. Now they good friends. But remember, the holidays getting at you. F Beanie Siegel. You can still say the name. Let's go to the next verse.
It's easy to see when you look at me. Another reason why you should be shook of me. I'm on that shit again. We getting lit again. Ain't no age for being fly to your citizen. Yeah, hey, rap about it. Ain't no age for being fly to your citizen. Let's rap about it.
I do love this idea though. This is a good idea. And they saying 50 is threatening to go in the booth behind this. We'll see. I doubt it. He rich. He too rich. I don't know.
If we get the old heads back in the game, start spitting bars at each other again, that would be no. Rap needs this. Seriously, rap needs this right now. Like it would be dope. It'd be a revival.
Facts.
Because check it out. Now they're grown ass fucking men, and they got some real shit to say to each other. It's not street bullshit. They're in real business.
Yeah, you're right. It could get dangerous. You could get
somebody now.
Yeah,
cook somebody now.
It could get ugly.
No, but they keep it on wax. They keep it on wax. It'll be nice, but it'll.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not talking about. Yeah, of course not. These dudes ain't that stupid.
Love of the game.
I love it.
Sometimes it gets a little hot. Sometimes it is what it is. That's the nature of it.
That's a different story. But I'm definitely going to salute them for this. I love that they did this.
I whip your head, boy. Capo. I'm ducking smoke and I ain't got a neck. These niggas all in their feelings, they must have got upset. I played ball till I got fouled too hard and went and got a tech. I've been around real killers, nigga. You are not a threat. It's money in the bank, you should have stopped the bet. Stop it up. Been left the game, but I still got connects. My young boys carry guns that can stop a jet. I flew birds through the coop, but I still got the set.
This ain't, he's using 50 Cent's beat, and that's a big statement. He's not going direct, but this shit sound hard though. I ain't gonna lie. This sound like a classic Jimmy. I swear it. I ain't been a Jimmy fan for a second, but this sound like
Me
that.
neither.
Like,
Me neither, but it sound like you back. Sound like you got a new Ghost Rider.
Fuck a belt to ass, we will whip your head.
He said,
niggas saying fuck the streets like
fuck a belt to ass, because that's what the kids are saying. Belt to ass.
That's a sick table.
Oh yeah, that table is ill. Look at that. What, he got a bunch of lotions? Nah, but he look like he got a bunch of baby oil on that motherfucker. Wait a minute.
A Diddy table right there.
Shit's is dead. I got niggas in the streets that's moving bricks for bread. I got homies getting snatched and neighbors hit the feds. I'm from New York where that money talk. East side. Niggas post bail and they don't come to fucking court, nigga. My YNs is doing quarter zips. That's nothing but a 7. When I was young, I was doing quarter bricks. Before the gram, we was taking rich quarter flicks. Pineapples on the head, 3 1/4 whips. Nasty. That's when Duke.
And then when he talk about the drugs, I don't think he could speak to 50 about that. 50 was in that shit, I think, a little more heavier than him, you feel me? But it's okay. It's okay. I just, I'm just old school,
You're never gonna tell a Harlem cat. You're never gonna tell a Harlem cat he didn't hustle. So we could just end that conversation right now. It's not even worth starting.
You're right. You're right.
Had the beamer and I had the G.O.D. Rockin' beef from Broxy's my side dish, so I had the Mac. I'm squatting in the building, I'm squatting on some millions. This nigga's watching my moves, I put them in the shit. Tell me what you want, nigga. Tell me. Tell me what you need. Tell me what it is.
Young
tell me
boy
what
flag. Look,
tell me what it be.
Young.
Shit.
That one was hard. He looked like he had the best part about it. It looked like he was having fun. You feel me? Doing it. Sound good. Yes. It was good.
It's good. It's good. It's nice to see it's back. Like it's coming back a little bit.
It wasn't no battle rap. He could have pulled that out of the journal. But it's all right though. I mean, that's my only thing.
Well, check it out. No, but check it out. Look, it kind of makes sense though, because if you want to throw 50 the alley-oop to come back at you, just ride his beat first. You don't got to even go at him. like you said, riding the beats and more than a statement.
Yeah, that's a statement. That's a major statement.
Something. Then you come back with bars. Then he comes back with bars, and then it's fucking on. And then a couple million streams later.
The setup.
I mean, okay. I would say so.
But my thing is, what, all four of y'all against 50? That's kind of, you feel me? But it's all good.
Well, because look, if this was wrestling, it would be 50 versus a fucking tag team of like 5 dudes because he's a fucking superhuman. Like he's gonna smash on these dudes pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like, I hope they're ready for the smoke because he's gonna come with it heavy. He's gonna say all sorts of fucked up shit. It's gonna be good.
What's scarier, him doing a podcast or him coming back in the booth?
Scarier would be him because on a podcast things get played out and they get old. And people get tired of you, like a week worth of 50 podcasts, a week's or a month's worth of 50 podcast shows. People would be so sick of him. But when he pops up on Instagram every few weeks, just ruining somebody else's life, it's fucking great. That's all he's doing lately. It's just showing up, really just ending people or like doing damage to their political career or their music career or whatever. Like what he did to Diddy was foul.
And he's saying Jay-Z is next. But
well deserved. I think
what I would want to see, I want to see him get in the booth, I guess, maybe. Fuck it. That's what I think. I was trying to think of what I want to see him do a podcast or get in the booth.
I mean, I'd like for him to do more podcasts because you don't see him on many, obviously. He doesn't really do that shit. But
he's coming. He got to come because the money is too big. He's seeing these dudes. He's like, wait a minute. I know he's on his way. I know it. But in what way? Because you got Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder. They doing theirs. I don't think he got a piece of that. If I could look that up, I don't think he's in like business wise. I don't think he's got a piece of that. But that's G Unit. That's G Unit.
Diddy still has a piece, or Diddy's estate still has a piece, or a lot of drinks.
True that. And influence is more than anything. Tell you the truth, he could go, shift the whole narrative over there. All right, who's next? Davey.
As far as this goes, I'd love to see him come back on this, but we haven't even gotten to the whole thing yet.
I definitely would too. Davies, and then I think they ended with Fabulous, the killer.
Oh, I'm excited to see Davies throws fire.
Davies is fire. I
used to do the Averex with the cream sleeves. Out in Michigan trying to get it, my team Cleves. Now I'm back in Harlem balling like Kareem Reed. What up? Tan and white on this like a bagel with cream cheese. Look, you seen them on TV, I really seen fiends. Nothing but they kept their balance on the mean lane. We treating niggas like I said, ain't no dream team. Think of Chip Banks, American cream team. White rice and corn, mama did the string beans. Just for my niggas and Clinton cream. I seen a different kind of magic than Kareem seen. Powder turn into a rock without a green screen. Thinking about they self, don't know about what a team mean at all. Just trying to get away from 12 like a preteen. Cough syrup, got him addicted, he need. I heard BG came home, I put on bling bling. Cameras caught him at the crib, now it's a ring scene. On the rooftop, like a Nino and G thing. Expensive dinner type bitches, knowing they eat wings. 600 Benzes and Beamers, that was a street stream. Free sling, lately I'm sipping, I got it different. Put you on the wall, no street team. Always a FTD thing. Look, I really been in King Park with Crazy O, Shady Low, Nipsey on repeat, and my Mercedes low. Let's rap about it. All I knew was trap about it. Info, we smack it out. I'm no limit. I'm actually about it. Know the vibe. I'm actually about it.
Whoa. I mean, he came with a cool some bars. I mean, not too
surface level, but
it was definitely surface level.
He got into the hustle rap. I always appreciate that. Like that was fire. It's, again, bars didn't really go at anybody, but he's on somebody else's track. So I like it.
I think he picked the beat. He don't want no smoke. He's just trying to lay low. All right, then you got Fabulous coming in. He ain't even pick a popular beat either. But I like that beat. That's from the G Unit second album. What's the name of the second album? I forgot. That motherfucker was hard though. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah,
But
well, yeah, for sure.
I told you, boy.
Sure.
I told you, boy. Second album. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot the name, and I don't want to look it up. I want to remember it. Fuck. All right.
Yeah, that's crazy because like I'm thinking about it now, and it's like, oh my god, I can't even remember all their album names, like all of the album names from back then.
Fabulous. Let's go.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
Look,
I'm a top shotter who drop dollars and pop collars. You ain't talking about top dollar, do not holler. Niggas can't move us, but nah, we not squatters. We mad cause we fly and niggas cannot swat us. Get it toe to head from bottom to top strata. Them window shoppers ain't really gon' cop nada.
Window shoppers ain't really
give
gonna
them the word and shots follow. I'll let them off the leash like Nino's Rottweiler. You know I got pop.
I'm sorry. Can you restart that? That was
we going back.
Top shot.
We going back. We going back.
Top dollar.
He was coming back to back with us.
That was
window shoppers ain't really gonna cop nada. He was going back to back. Then he said, "Your girl got warm showers." What the? Oh my god, that's just a direct. Let's go, man.
Whoa, look. I'm a top shotter who drop dollars and pop collars. You ain't talking about top dollar, do not holler. Niggas can't move us, but nah, we not squatters. They mad cause we fly and niggas cannot swat us. Get it toe to head from bottom to top strata. Them window shoppers ain't really gon' cop nada. My dog told me give him the word and shots follow. I'll let him off the leash like Nino's Rottweiler. You know I got power, your shorty got hot shower. Catch her try to leave like Tasha shot Lala. The bitch not Mala and nigga you not Allah. Y'all both meet the creator, his first name not Tyler. The blick like a magic stick, yo top walla. Roof going, Dre and Snoop in a drop collar. Screaming let me ride, them youngins got diabolic. They will leave your whip leaning like they pop hydraulics. None of my ops valid, they singing the cops ballads. None of them want beef, they ordered a chopped salad. Cause how the fuck you niggas got brolic but not solid? And me trying to pull cars like we don't got wallets. Like how do niggas not in the jungle talk to Wallace? How is these grown ass men acting childish? How is these bum ass niggas speaking with stylists? When I was so fly, it made my bitches stylists. They can't stop us from scoring, they gotta foul us. Can't stop us from scoring. Hey, we met at a pop gala, I call her the top scholar. She come and drop knowledge like she from a top college.
You talking about this girl? She dropped knowledge like she was a top. How can he not be talking about his girl? Like that's where all this beef came from. I'm sorry, I'm taking it like that.
It's just
taking it like that.
It's just good old fashioned rap. That's all it is, right there.
Yeah, barism. Guess what? His girl was on the scene. She was a popular one. It ain't like she was like not known out there. You feel me? He said she pulled up. Man, killed it. Yeah, you want to stay mutual and stuff. What? What's up?
I'm just thinking, like, if there's one person in the entire world I'd never play with, it's him.
Yeah.
I need to tell you something. All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Yeah, if there's one person in the rap game I would never want to go at or have a problem with, it's 50, that's for sure. But this definitely looks exciting, and Fab got into him a little bit. That's crazy. I don't know what really provoked it necessarily, but should be pretty good. What provoked this whole thing? Anything?
Well, this all came from let's go back in time. You know, once these guys jump into this podcast zone, you know, you got to realize you got to speak about stuff. You're gonna speak on things. What was the major thing that 50 was involved with that everybody had an opinion on? The Diddy documentary. So the podcast called let's rap about it. The boy said a few words, you know, and 50 didn't like that, and that's where this came from. They said a few words on the documentary, and it wasn't even that crazy either, to tell you the truth. But they spoke on it, and it wasn't in a way to where you making 50 look good. If you saying anything about 50, you already know he coming. You feel me? So that's what happened. I try to find the footage where they spoke on it, but yeah, that's where it came.
Wild. It's gonna be wild. He'll have something to say, and it's gonna be good. Like, it would be nice to see somebody come back and start rapping again. Because right now, I don't know, man, but I'm not really feeling anything that's really that new. A couple things here and there, can't deny it. Some of it's pretty good, but it's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be, and it sucks that we have to listen to old music to get that shit again. That should be an art form that just sticks around. Like the style that came out of the late '90s, early 2000s, that whole style into 2010s, that should just be a style of rap itself. It's just shit was good music, you know what I mean? It was dope, and like now everything in rap is different. But these guys, this shit was old school. This shit was dope. This shit was dope.
Hip hop is dead now, like on the radio out here, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it really is. And, like, the only place you get it is TikTok and shit, but I'm not tied in with, you know, teenagers and shit. So I don't know what they're listening to. I don't know what the streets are into right now, but whatever it is, it ain't really popping that big out here. I'll say that much. That's all right.
Hey, a little rundown on that situation.
Let the old guys come back and fix things.
Forgotten Kings. Let's check this out.
Numbers is up, podcast is up, engagement is up. Beefing with 50, I wish I would have known this a long time ago. We could go a couple more rounds.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the MREC and Rib Show. Rec,
MREC.
You here?
I fuck with MREC.
Yes, sir. What's happening, Rip?
Listen, man, another day, another opportunity to get to this content, man. Apparently, TMZ ran down on Mano and asked him about his beef with 50.
My bad. I ain't gonna get into that. I want to hear what they said on the actual podcast about the Diddy shit that got 50 so mad. 50 got a reputation out here in these streets, like to where it's like if you mention him, he coming. He don't care how petty it is or how anything you mention him, it's up.
Super petty. He's super petty. He doesn't get tired.
You think that's effective as far as scaring people to making people not think twice, making people think twice before they say his name, type shit?
Yeah. I think it absolutely. I think that also draws people to say your name too. But if you have any intelligence, you better be well equipped to go against him. That's all I'm going to say. Well equipped. And he doesn't really fuck with anybody who doesn't really ask for it. This whole Diddy thing's a little different. But
is that asking for it though? Having comments on the damn thing. But hold up, this is a Shade Smooth. It is, huh? You mentioned his name.
Netflix Diddy doc is #1 in so many countries. If you're upset about it, well, that's your right. The man is proud of doing this doc, and he does not want anybody to tear it down. Now, on their most recent podcast episode of Let's Rap About It, the guys found a very clever way to talk about it without really bringing up 50's name. And after these guys all talked about it, they all agreed that making a doc about somebody is wrong. Here's what they said.
Is it acceptable for someone to create a documentary about you without your approval?
Oh,
how would you feel if it happened to you?
It's like
definitely not acceptable. It's facetious and petty.
No.
Right. It's like somebody putting out.
That's how 50 think. Like East asked the question. I know 50 heard who asked the question. So he's like, "Oh, I know 50. I feel like I know 50." Like, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. All of niggas ops. That's why I'm so surprised. In the song, Fabulous, the only one that understand what's going on and took his opportunity to drop that. You feel me? Like it's on basically. Y'all out here playing pussyfoot. Fuck that. Get on him. Paul. Jim Jones is who. When I used to fuck with Jim heavy, he was that type, saying names, going out, crashing out type shit with the bars and stuff. Now he was playing it safe. The song was hard, but he's playing it safe. Mano playing it safe as hell, and that's Mano. But we already know we know Mano ain't really ain't scared. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like Fab came with it though. He said your girl got hot showered. When you do that, that's like, oh, okay.
Your sex tape.
If you want to make, exactly.
It's like
without your permission, and you're not an actual porno star. And they doing
the lighting wasn't good enough.
Yeah, they're trying to make you just look bad.
Like, what?
Oh, they caught me on a bad day.
Right.
I wasn't even on my shit. This thing caught a weak one. Damn.
You see that the lighting is dark?
Damn.
You see that the fucking lighting is dark?
Got me looking small
you still
out
put
here.
This on the internet?
Word up.
But
I would feel.
I ain't gonna front. I think if they saluting you,
first of all, they want somebody doing a documentary about you. You wanted to be a dope documentary.
It gotta be dope,
showing who you are, what you've done,
no bullshit,
everything you've accomplished. Like a documentary is a big thing. Like you don't want nobody doing a documentary about some like trying to just make your whole character look weak. Like that's petty behavior.
And I want to know the company that did it so we can talk. You know what I mean? Because if it's on me, I need. You know what I mean?
I don't understand why that's like legal to do though. I don't think like without anybody like if you're doing a documentary, if I'm doing a documentary on you, why wouldn't you want the person involved to interact?
Really a documentary is more like a mockumentary.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It seemed like when you don't use the person, it's more like you're against them anyway.
Right.
So
when you're
that's
doing
why I
shit
don't
like
think
that,
it should be.
how can it even be called a documentary?
You can do something with it.
Like why is it called a documentary when it's not?
It's still a doc. You know, it's not an autobiography, but it's a documentary because once you become a public person.
Bro, none of them Pablo Escobar documentaries I watched, none of them people knew him. They all
you go.
People,
That's what I'm saying.
You get what I mean? Like you can
once you become, if you're a public person, you're in the news.
Do it.
You can be Google.
So do you think that is wrong or not?
I think it's wrong. I'm not with it either. I think that.
I'm not with it.
Do we all agree that it's wrong? Thumbs down for that.
I don't want nobody putting out my sex tape.
You're right.
I mean, if they slandering you or they violating, I think it's wrong.
We're talking about sex tapes with this nigga.
If they saluting you, it come with who you became.
Saluting was different.
You know what I mean,
yeah. Would you rather raise a bully or your child to be?
Now, maybe I'm tripping, but I didn't think these guys said anything wrong. I didn't think these guys said anything disrespectful to his 50. I didn't think they said anything out of pocket. And I certainly did not think they said anything to warrant this response from 50. 50 Cent went on Instagram to call Jim Jones, Fabulous, Mano, and Dave East squatters. He posted the definition of squatters, which is an individual who occupies a property without legal title, permission, or a lease. Then he goes on to say in the caption, "These guys are squatters. They owe $250K for the space they're filming their podcast in. These bums are trying to win Best Dress Award and can't pay their bills." Then he goes on to post a picture of the four of them to let everybody know exactly who he's talking about. He also posted this.
This dude, 50, is hypersensitive ass nigga. I think that's an only child situation. When you're an only child, hypersensitive.
Yeah.
He ready to jump and flip. It's like, for what, nigga? You got a big ass studio you building down south. You doing big major things, hit shows out the yin yang, but you so concerned about what these squatters, as you call them, is saying, and they ain't even mention your name. They just feel like it ain't right. But you know what that tell me? That tell me he know it wasn't right. He know he got a guilty conscience. You feel me?
That's a lot.
I don't know.
To assume,
you could disagree. I think that
it's possible. It's possible.
so then he come back with the squatter thing, and then hold up, it escalate.
Article of Jim Jones losing his home due to foreclosure. Then he goes on to post these two pictures trying to make Jim Jones look like a groupie. The first one is a picture you guys can see right there. Jay-Z, Diddy, and also Fat Joe, I believe. Then this one is him at one of Tank's boxing matches. This man sees everything and he's letting nobody slide with any disrespect.
I had a friend that was only child, cutthroat, try to set me up, get me, but it didn't happen because I got hip to it. But I don't trust, only child is cutthroat. They foul. My ex-wife was only child too.
Not everybody, but I mean,
you an only child?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Not everybody. Thank you, because I don't want to generalize. I always check you for that, and I'm not going to do that either. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Logically, they're a little different. A lot of them, not all of them, but yeah. Because some of them have the privilege of having cousins.
Middle children are notoriously like trouble too. Like it happens.
Yeah, I guess I'm a middle child.
Yeah, there you
go. So yeah, this is how it escalates. So you with us so far, right? Because you asked how it started. So then 50 put out the Quizzy.
Now here's my thing though. This is a win for Jim Jones's podcast. 50 Cent just promoted your podcast to his audience of 37 million followers. That is promotion that you can't pay for. And even better, now you get to...
And I think that's what Fabulous thinking there. That's a good point, Shake Smooth. I don't like listening to your commentary a lot of time, but that was a good point. I fuck with Shiggs though, because he gets to the facts. But yeah, and I think Fabulous knows that. That's why Fabulous like, man, fuck that. Let's set it all. We got a podcast. Let's the little friendly, back and forth banner. What's really gonna happen? 50 is a big time executive fucking guy. He's one of those people that we used to call the man growing up. He's the man now. And like you could what is there to lose for y'all? You feel me? With y'all up and coming podcasts. That's why I don't understand why Jimmy and them ain't go crazy.
I don't know.
You got something to say. Come on, spit it out. The fuck?
Because he's got a lot of power, man, and like he can really fucking gatekeep on them if he wants to, and they're old and obsolete, kind of at the moment.
He can't do that on YouTube. I don't think he can. I said I don't think he could gatekeep them on YouTube.
No, not on YouTube, but just in general, like. Yeah, I guess
he does have a lot of power, and I could see the hesitation in some guys that want to get in the business and thinking about TV shows and movies. Maybe if you thinking about that type of shit, then 50 ain't the guy that. But look what happened though. They got a show that they can't speak their mind. Like they can't fucking just.
No, I like it. I like it. I just get the hesitation. I get why someone. I understand why someone would, but
I hear you.
At this point, they might as well go after it, and hopefully he plays ball. It'll be great for all of them. They'll all get money out of it.
Am I being naive here? Because they know right now if you're speaking on that fucking Diddy documentary, you speaking on 50. Everybody know if you was like if I was a rapper well known, I know if I speak on that shit and I say it ain't cool, you know who's coming. You know who's coming. So it's like, am I being naive here saying, oh, they ain't say nothing wrong? They in the media and they just speaking on what's going on, but they really easily could not have spoke on it and found something else to speak on. You feel me?
Like who the fuck asked you type.
So they asked for it in a subtle way.
Yeah. They came out and commented on him. He didn't say anything about them. So they absolutely started.
Guess what? It did nothing but help them. That's the beautiful thing about this podcast, though.
And if he says their name, it'll bring them a lot of money. And he knows that. So the question is, does he play the game?
Well, he's in the I think he's in a trick bag. I think he's in a trick bag, basically. I think he just can't help himself. And he's sitting there and he's seeing the rappers these rappers were all somebodies. They weren't low lames. They were lit rappers. You feel me? Then you got the new guy that's, let's be honest, people fuck with him out here. He's a guy out here on the rap scene still. He's one of our guys. We don't have a lot, but he's one of our guys, and when 50 coming from hip hop looking at that, you gotta imagine I'm sure he got a little I think he does get affected by that type of shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
I don't think he's capable of ignoring it.
I don't think he can walk away from it either. I think he's got to say something about it, and he's gonna. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good because it's supposed to be about entertainment and rap, and that's what rap's about: poking fucking somebody and talking shit, and they talk shit back, and everybody gets paid.
Yeah,
but it's
about. They threw him in a trick bag.
Let's get into it.
Go on your podcast next episode and respond back to him, which is going to be highly anticipated by everybody. I guess 50 Cent got tired of waiting on Tony Yayo to go at it with Jim Jones. So he said, yo, fuck it. Let me take matters into my own hands. Obviously, him and Jim Jones don't fuck with each other, but I thought him and Fab was at least somewhat cool.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because Yayo and Jim Jones had words right before all this went down. Oh, okay, now I see why Jim... All right, see, once you put it together, you can put it together. This is why Jim Jones had that question on the show, because him and Yayo was going at it over some other shit. And if I get a minute to think, I'll remember why. It was some dumb shit, but the Nas shit. The Nas shit. When Jim Jones said, "Oh, compare me to Nas," wilding, crashing out, but he was just trying to keep his name. I think he was just keeping his name in the algorithm because I was right before he launched all his podcast shit. Like, I'm watching the game. I know what the fuck's going on. He know damn well he can't stand next to Nas.
Never.
You know, B-Rad, that he knows he can't stand next to Nas. You know, if he's saying that, he's got to be trolling. He know that. That's like,
he's an idiot. I mean, if he believes that,
he was trolling. He knows that. He know better. Trust me. So then they
better than Eminem.
Yeah. They asked Tony Ayo about that on Vlad, and Tony Ayo said, Jim is tripping. I don't know what the fuck he think, blah, blah. And then they had back and forth behind that. So then, okay.
Wait. You know, Elliot up here. Wait, look at Don scratch his hand. He said, wait, no, they can't see me. I see it. He said, no, they can't see me. Oh, Fab, look at Fab. Like, they can't see me. They can't see you. They can't see Boogie.
But apparently, according to 50, everybody gets it, no matter if you're innocent or not. You guys get in the comments below. Do you guys think their commentary about Docs?
And then they dropped that song that we played. And now that's where we at with that. Wowzer.
I think it could be good.
I love it too. You know, yeah, it's good energy. It's good for the hip hop all around. You know,
agreed.
Next topic, you know, I think me and you talked about this individual over the years. I was proud of him. I was like, oh yeah, we got a black one. Well spoken, he know how to speak. He seems to be about it. He seems to be trill with the cause and positive type of brother out of Philly. But sadly,
not this clown.
Just like a lot of our guys, when it comes to this clout and this shit, you get confused when it comes to this YouTube street. So just the clout period, you get confused. This dude been running plays on people, man, scamming. The school ain't never opened up yet. I'm talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, man. The school ain't opened up. It's been a long road, years of us trusting them, backing them, funding them. A lot of money went through the system. And it's just like, it's all bad for the boy now, man. I don't play a little content, but like, what the fuck is going on? I think you was hip to this shit before because of certain things. And I remember like the first panel episode, which is on Bud Light, we talked about the Black Lives Matter situation where, yeah, we understood, okay, the term Black Lives Matter. Yeah, that sounds great. Beautiful. But then you do the research and you find out that these girls are scammers. Yes. She just got caught up in some new shit, like real shit. She's in trouble, robbing the money.
Yeah.
How serious is that? Like people, that's worse than like, I think that's a nasty thing to do something in the name of something good and take money from the good people that's trying to help a good cause when you know people don't want to give up $1 for nothing anyway. And then you get people that's
a lot of people that donated to that were people that don't really have it. You know what I mean? Like they really believed in that shit and they just got fucking swindled by these socialist dirtbags.
It's just ridiculous, bro.
It was a scam, and it sucks because people wanted to believe in it, and it seemed like you said it's you know, at surface level, it sounds and seems like a great thing, but it fucking really wasn't. And it took a while for people to see it. They eventually saw it, but most people to this day still don't know that BLM was a scam. They have no clue. They still think it's just a good thing. There's people still donating to it to this day. So
that's ridiculous. So people still think, yeah, you're right. You're right about that too.
No, it pisses me off, and it should bother people, but people don't. Some people don't care to listen to anything but what's on the news, and the news ain't going to tell you they're a scam.
Well, a lady came out. He scammed her. It was a whole thing. It got up to the point where it had her expected her to spend 80-something thousand of her money. She's a director, but he wanted her to direct his documentary. And he was just like, yeah, go, do it. And she's speaking now on it. It was like ridiculous, you know. She's upset. The boy scammed the fuck out of her, bro. Hold up. Sure. I didn't want to play this. I wanted to play something else, but let me just do this.
Like she hangs up the phone and says,
we're not doing this, bro. Umar Johnson isn't really somebody they could rely on. Now, maybe if this was somebody else who was serious, who was consistent throughout the entire process, but Umar Johnson had already been annoying her, right? So she was pretty much done with this. Umar Johnson calls her back 2 days later. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, Brett, it's not happening. Sorry, we can't do no documentary. That's when Umar Johnson switched it up and then have a bright idea and ultimately convinces her to not do the documentary, but do another project that includes him.
2 days later, he didn't even give me a chance to call him. He called me like, okay, what's the verdict? When we starting? I need to email you these lectures. We need to get started. And, because I gave him a list prior to colors not to wear. And I want to take some picture of when I'm going to wear each lecture so you can tell me if it's okay. I said, Doc, I don't want to bust your bubble. I've already talked to production. Everybody morale just crashed. He's like, what? I said, I cannot take that financial burden. I just can't. As much as I want to, as much as I'm, it's in my blood boiling.
At this point, he's telling her to spend her own money and keep going with it.
I cannot proceed with that. That's like way too much of finance commitment. He's like, I don't understand. You have body of work. I said, yeah, I have body work. Film. I told you that documentary and that film or like cousin. I was willing to take a stab at it, but I can't take that financial risk, and I am not willing. So that's the business part of me. I got to my senses. See, when it's your money, you wake up quick.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I could tell like he went down. He's like, oh, Queen. Okay, you said you can make a movie. I said, yeah, doctor. Well, let's make a movie on the spot, just like that. I said, you want to make a movie? Yeah, let's make a movie. That's what you could do, but I don't have no money to put in no project. I will give you my sweat. You will have my undivided attention. You will have my support. I will push this film. I will give you my platform. He gave me a whole song and dance. I'm like, now you're speaking my language. We're gonna make a movie.
Umar Johnson actually shows up. He does his part. He actually shows up and they film this. So he was consistent and reliable in that regard. But here's where things break down. And this is one of those things where you look at Umar Johnson and say, yo, you could have avoided all this trouble if you were just a reasonable person. So they film everything. She founds a theater partner where they're putting like the movie and the film in theaters to make their money back. She funded everything. Now when it's time to do a screening, because obviously, the theater will give you one screening where you come and you see if everything is okay, if the coloring is right, if everything is great. And then once you do the screening, you give the go-ahead, and now they put it in theaters. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, the theater wants to do a private, screening for the producers. We come, we see if we like everything. If not, we could edit certain things out. Umar Johnson then blows up on her. He then blows up. How dare they do a private screening? He hasn't seen it yet. He hasn't co-signed. But he still had the opportunity.
Okay, I don't see what's wrong yet, but I'm listening.
To need to say, hey, I don't like this. Let's change this up. If you come and do the private screening and watch the movie. But he started to demand things that she didn't have the resources to do.
So I said, I'm willing to pay for you. No, you send me the finished product. I said, first of all, that's not possible. It's on that film, but it's not like no DVD. And he couldn't understand the concept. I don't know if he think I was playing game with him. I said, Doc, I'm giving you an option to see it. No.
Or maybe that was his way out of the financial shit, find the issue with her. Some dudes are slick like that, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't know.
But he said, I can't give you any money. I can just give you my effort. That's all he said.
Wow. All right, let's go. Hold on.
He wants to see the final product before anybody else does. It's like, no, who the fuck are you, dude? Like, you put no money on it. Why would you see it first? You can see it with everybody else.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. And you know what's crazy? Some footage on this school, man. I'll get in that later, though. This fool talking about he crying broke right now. How?
You give me the finished product and then we move forward.
So this is from February 8, 2023. Umar states, you are not allowed to show that film without my approval. I have not seen it, and I do not give you permission to screen it. And then you stated a private screening is just the executive producer to see the image on the screen and to hear the sound. And then he says, complete disrespect, all in all caps. You replied, how am I being disrespectful? Why are you so angry? Can you come to Cleveland and see it? and text when you capitalize everything that's shouting. And then you stated you were pleased with the project. Now all of a sudden you've turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland, and you ignored me. I offered to FaceTime you.
And let me cut you. The location, let me cut you real quick. The location, Maryland, because he was doing a lecture. The reason I asked him, I told Sarah, instead of doing your screening here in Cleveland, can I have my screening done in Maryland? So I tried my best to accommodate him. Please continue.
Yep. Let's go to the next one. This is again from February 2023. Everything needs to be, okay, so yes, you were pleased with the project. Now all of a sudden you're turned against the project. I am baffled by all of this. I didn't say you couldn't see it. I asked you your location in Maryland, and you ignored me. I offered the FaceTime to show you the movie, and you declined. You're not meeting me halfway. The file cannot be sent email. It doesn't have the capacity to be sent that way. It is too large, and I keep calling you, and you're not even picking up the phone. And then Umar responds with, everything needs to be in writing. I prefer text message.
Yeah, that's when he shut down. He no longer was calling me or accepting.
He's being completely unreasonable and acting like a bitch. And that's something that he doesn't come across on his when he's speaking. And it seems like he's a cool guy. He's a guy for the people. But this is evidence of straight breezy behavior. Wow.
Accepting my phone call. He just wanted to communicate, email and text. Communication was completely verbal. Communication was shut down at the time. Please continue.
Yep, and this is February 8, 2023. I'm not speaking to you on the phone until I receive a link to watch the movie in its entirety. And then you replied, I did email you a contract. You already have that in writing before filming. And if you want, you could FaceTime and see the whole movie. I've given you two options to watch it, and you refuse to take either one of them. And then Umar said, I never signed any contract.
Yeah, because he didn't. He didn't.
Yep.
You see how conniving he is?
Yep. You do not have my approval to proceed with this film. I have not been given a link to see the movie in its entirety for my approval. I do not give you permission to include my likeness in any way, shape, form, or fashion in your movie. You do not have permission to use my likeness in any video, trailer, movie, except of any excerpt or of any movie, parts of interviews, or any portion of the brand that.
I don't see him being what the headlines say yet. I know we still like halfway through it, but yeah, he's acting like a bitch for sure, which ain't cool, which is not cool. But I don't see, like, we'll see though, because the school is a whole nother subject. It's a lot of content on that too. We might not get into that, but yeah, a lot of people saying he did that shit wrong and the funds is misused type shit, but. In this case, they saying they said the police is closing in behind this. I want to get to that though.
Is Dr. Umar Johnson or Prince of Pan-Africanism. You do not have permission to release any clips or trailers that depict the image of Dr. Umar or his related brands. You already posted a trailer without my permission. You are a deceitful, disrespectful, and unprofessional liar. I will see you in court.
Now, according to her, when a movie is filmed, they have a copy of the movie, but obviously you can't email something that large. It is not uploaded, like to no cloud. And also the format in which the film is in, like the theaters have it in a specific format, so the theaters can't even email it to you because the format they have is something that's needed. So like they could play it in every theater, right? So Umar Johnson couldn't get a link to it, and she kind of felt sketched out that he was asking for a link to it directly, opposed to just contacting the person watching it or her FaceTiming him and showing him the entire movie as they're watching it. But he wanted to be in possession of the full link, and she kind of felt sketched out about it. Now, here's where you begin to kind of realize that maybe this was premeditated by Umar Johnson. He never signed the contract, even though everything in the contract was things that Umar Johnson agreed upon and told her directly he wanted. But the contract was sitting in his inbox for months, and he purposely never signed it, and he knew he never signed it because the minute she brought up a contract, he already had that trump card. No, I signed. Yeah, that's true though. He said I never signed it, like he did that shit on purpose. That is true. Well, okay. I did a podcast narration, and as you know, and I signed the contract because I trust the guy. He's my friend, things like that. I didn't have no scheming thoughts in my head. Oh no, don't sign it yet. If you don't sign the contract, that means it's some scheming shit going on, or you don't trust the person. Like, what else? How else could we explain this? You didn't sign the contract.
There's no need. Otherwise, you would be happy to sign the contract.
You're a schemer, basically. That's what, okay.
No contract, right? So here's where things break down. So Umar Johnson then begins to ask them for money. So Umar Johnson says, hey, I don't like nothing about this. I don't want to do no revenue split no more. Give me $500,000 for the film. Or, we can negotiate a number for some upfront money. But it was never about no upfront money because, he specifically told her, I don't even want money, queen, all right? Just make the project and then we'll split it. But now he was demanding some upfront money for whatever damages he believed that he incurred during this filming process.
He threatened to take me to court for $500,000. I want y'all to listen carefully. He threatened to take me to court for $500,000.
No.
Now, when they put that on the table, the negotiation time, they want us to give a number. What number can you guys get from that $500,000? I will.
But it could have been from the standpoint of you're going to release this movie on me, and you're going to make a certain amount of increments. I didn't sign nothing. You release it or anything else, I'm taking you to court for this amount of money. And that's not unreasonable in my eyes. I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah, but he set her up for this because if he signed the contract, he couldn't have done any of this.
True that.
She did it in good faith. She did it in good faith, and he's abusing that. That's all.
Yeah, because in the beginning,
he's extorting her with the contract. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's extorting her.
He sought after her for the movie in the beginning, and then they switched to this and that, and this and that.
Well,
and now
it is a crime. It's extortion he's doing.
Weird. So. Yeah, greasy motherfucker.
Take it to my client. He would take that to Umar, and if Umar approved, or if he doesn't approve, Umar would give us a number, and then if we still are not cooperating to negotiate, they threat to take to court. Honey, listen here. You hear me? So we're like, listen, please file the proper paperwork. And I hat off to TJ. File the proper paperwork with the Greater Cleveland Court. We will see you in court. We're not negotiating anything. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna I'm gonna be transparent. So the ghetto came out of me. I said, tell that chatty patty that he's not getting a penny from me. And then he's like, Miss Laurie's gonna have that kind of land.
And it's sad because this is someone who looked up to him and who looked at him as a figure. And then look what it broke down to because of his scheme and conniving foul ass. You feel me?
That sucks because you want to believe in somebody in their cause. And you find out they're just another grifter, just again, another person out here telling us they're one thing and there's something else. It seems like everybody these days telling us who they are. They're all lying and they all suck. Nobody's out here doing anything good, it seems. It really seems like that sometimes.
I know, it's sad. I'm not going to be cynical, but the ones that are doing it, they're not telling you. So trust me, they out here though, but they're not telling you though.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. It's sad to keep seeing more people doing wrong.
Facts.
We're ending. I said we've been ending it. There's no negotiation. This is how Umar roll. So listen, I spent money for attorney. I had to give him another. That was the retainer fee. I had to give him more money because now we're preparing. These people are going to hit with paperwork to court. We're going to court. He's Umar Johnson. He has the fund to sue me. Okay.
Wow.
So when we called out his bluff, we never heard from his lawyer, never heard from him.
He ain't go to court.
He is a financial in the Black community. What he does, the time that he was connecting with me, he is intelligent. He was gathering data. He was studying his subject. He gave me two options. The first option is you won't spend your money. You're going to make this a finished product. And then I'm going to take it from you. I don't share the pie. I'm eating it alone. See, he ran up on me. I am not no dummy. I said, no, there was a contract. We had an understanding. You're not going to bully me. I'm not giving you the finished product.
Umar Johnson is a professional cap artist. So obviously Umar Johnson was not going to sue her. Umar Johnson was trying to scare her into relinquishing some paper to King Kong consciousness. But she wasn't going for it. She actually became irate. And she even told Umar Johnson, okay, you want to play like this? Okay, let's play. Now, she's a donator to Umar Johnson. She gave Umar Johnson $2,000 So she began to make her own threat.
And Umar told her, next time make it 4,000. That's what she said on the record earlier. He said, next time try to make it 4,000. We got to do this for the school that ain't never opened up yet. This motherfucker is a woo. That's the worst.
He's a classy guy. Classy guy.
Wow.
So Umar Johnson.
Same way he gave me 2 options. Umar Johnson, you conscious. I'm giving you 2 options. Here's your option. From 2023, my time frame with you is 7 years. The perfect number, my number, that's God's number. 7 years. Your first option. And I'm still keeping hope alive. If FDMG open, I will show up at the grand opening with receipt in hand because I got a cashier check. I'm so emotional. Let me calm down to get my thoughts. Okay. I got a cashier check. I contributed towards your vision. I believe in the concept of the village. I was part of the team that made the dream work. You understand? So I'm going to show up receipts. If he would blind that day, him and I, we both going to be at 6 o'clock. Because you know what? There's consequences to your action. I'm coming ready for him. And the second option he had, the same way, I didn't go to my first bank institute. I have 2 primary, not the first. I didn't go to okay. I went to Huntington Bank the same way. Willingly, you didn't put a gun in my hand. Yes, willingly, I gave you that contribute for FDMG. Your option is you're gonna give me my money back. You're gonna go to your finance institute and give me my money back. And I'm giving you the choice to give it back. Just like I said, you're gonna send it. I don't care about no other donor. But if there's no school,
that's where he's getting in trouble, I guess. That's where thing where you don't...
Look, you've worked in the film industry. I've worked in the film industry. This woman shot a movie on good faith because he never signed the contract. She put her own money up to make the movie. Now he's trying to steal it from her, legit trying to steal it from her or sue her for $500,000. And she's now having to pay for lawyers out of her own pockets and shit to fight this. Like, do you see how fucking irate she is? Like, you know how difficult and how hard it is to shoot a fucking movie and how expensive it is to shoot a movie and to make it look even halfway remotely decent. And she put her own money up for this, and this piece of shit is trying to rob her. Oh my God. Like, you could hear it in her voice. Hear it. She's fucking livid. And I 1000% get it. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you put your
lucky she ain't my auntie?
Rob you? Oh, I'd put hands on this guy. I would be so unprofessional. I can promise you that.
For real.
I'd fly out to Cleveland or wherever. I'd smack fucking cheeky.
Piece of shit.
I
would kill him.
Or you're gonna
literally. I would.
My money back.
It starts to get. Now, finally, we got through that. Now let's get to the good part. Okay, here's where it begins to get really bad for Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson didn't run her money back fast enough. So she began to drop videos on Umar Johnson. She began to reveal certain things that Umar Johnson didn't want out, such as during the filming process, Umar Johnson asked her to get a white woman to be in the movie. Not only did he want a white woman to be in the movie, he wanted the white woman to be bare-chested.
See, but this could be cap, but I'm going to listen to it. Because he's talking about this is where it gets bad for him. I'm like, this guy is fucking, but I gotta, I'm reacting to his video. He gonna let it ride, but come on now. Let me hear this.
This is a weird accusation, but it's just
it turns into some fucking other shit now.
In the nude. And he wanted the white woman to press her breast up against his chest.
Oh my
right?
God.
And he wanted a scene where she comes and she tries to seduce him and she pressed her breast up against his chest. And he says, no, I'm a king of Pan-African. I can't do this. So like she has messages of Umar Johnson fantasizing about this white woman doing things to him in his movie. Now, I think Umar Johnson was using this movie as a veil, right? To do things with that white woman that he knows he can no longer do in private, right? So
I'm pretty sure Umar Johnson said something about him and they got some smoke, obviously. I promise you I could find it. But that's funny. But I just don't understand how relevant that was for him to say right now. That was like weird. I guess it was for you.
That is nuts. That is come on. That's a little. It's not. It's actually not crazy, but it's Jesus. It's ridiculous. It's awesome.
I'm glad you enjoy it so much.
things about Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson eventually says, bruh, this chick is going hard, man. She's doing interviews with Lennon Honor, a couple of my enemies, man. She's going crazy. I can't do this. So then he eventually begs her to stop. She doesn't stop. So then his lawyer contacts her and said, hey, listen, we've had enough, okay? We want to settle. Umar Johnson then writes her a check for over $60,000 to stop her from releasing all the information she has on him.
60 bands. Let me find out the check bounce or something. Hold on, let's go. So damn, they went through it in court, basically, or threats for court and back and forths. They was going through it. She wasn't playing with his stupid ass. He messed with the wrong one. Scheming ass.
Here, I went to come out to make this video. It's because
That's her.
I received a check as a settlement from Dr. Umar Johnson. During the week, I received an email, and the email was not claiming to sue me. It was from his attorney at Cleveland Law Firm, which has a sister firm and where he's from, Philly. So they reached out. They wanted to have a dialogue. They wanted to give me a form of payment for my hardship that I dealt with Dr. Umar.
She got dressed up for this, B-Rad. I don't know if she's single. You might want to, you feel me? Holla at her, you know what I mean? She looked like she got some bread and she just out here doing her thing.
What's up with that number, girl?
I know you like the cheat cheese, but I'm sorry.
For my donation and then for my therapy. What I did say, I went to therapy in one of the videos, so they did their homework pretty thoroughly. They wanted to reimburse me for that, and he wanted to move forward and not have me make disparaging video about him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sitting there.
You know,
I'm
it hurt
disparaging
to write that
video.
check.
I don't understand. Can you?
Oh man, I want to see this movie. I want to see the movie, but
yeah, I want to see it now too.
I guess it could be damaging.
I want to see what the Dr. Umar cut would have been. It's crazy ass making movie. I would go see it. I'd pay his $15 to go see it or whatever it is. That'd be funny.
We talked about in the past him saying he don't mess with the snow bunnies, and I said, oh, that's why I disagree with him on. I definitely disagree with him on that because I believe in mixing it up and everybody. You feel me? Yeah, that's what I believe in. So, but this could be damaging to him because she's saying he demanded that he be pressed up against the chest of a white bro. Yeah, you know you love the white girls, nigga. Please.
Yeah, like look, it's always the dudes that are like I hate white women who love white women. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you fucking kidding me? Like it's an age-old trope.
Oh, for sure. Maybe the worst was it's like, come on, man. Why? And to even say come on now, you're bugging.
You know,
you remember Don't Be a Menace when Homeboy had the thing and the black woman. I don't know what.
That's what I'm thinking of. And Don't Be a Menace was so good. So good.
Let me stop.
You elaborate on that, Ms.
Yeah,
that
was so good.
On your YouTube video, you're saying he's dating outside his race, which is factual. He doesn't date outside his race. I said, okay, so we're having a dialogue. Let me put some clarification. Well, we don't need. I said, you're going to allow me to speak, sir. You're going to allow me to have clarification. I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind. All I said on that YouTube video, he wanted to see with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone on block and I sent a text. Bleep. It went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own
You're not
message,
lying. I could
which
tell.
is his acting
Her
number, his own
delivery.
message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature film. But moving along, and they're like, well, we don't need. I said, well, I'm going to finish. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to finish. I said that.
Why you want to do that then? Why would you even want to do that then? I believe her
because
too.
it fulfills this fantasy of a fucking role of power.
That's what you
it's
want.
kind of fucking basic. It's very basic, to be honest. It's pretty.
You need
generic.
something to think of when you up there.
Intelligence have a different or
it show his brain, how basic he is. But he wants something.
I'm saying this is like basic shit. Ridiculous. I would have thought he would have been more of a diabolical person, diabolical genius than fucking this was his big stand to like have power over our weapon. Crazy.
I don't hear it. I still don't hear what Poetic Flacco talking about with all this crazy shit. This don't sound like nothing to me. Is it? I'm sorry. Let's get to it because
look, this probably isn't that big of a deal. It probably sounds a lot worse than what it was presented as, or what the guy even wanted to do, or the idea he had for the movie. But you know, this is one of the things that happened, and when it's said, it doesn't sound that great. Maybe it was not as bad as it sounds. You know what I mean? Maybe it was more innocent.
Okay, but I can't go off of how stuff sound. Like he's saying, "Oh, it's getting bad. It's gonna get bad for him." Here go the good stuff. Okay, I get it. Okay, but I'm an artist still, and that's art. That's like art. Okay, he want to show that example and show how much he was. And then he said no.
Break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go.
Honestly, that don't shake nothing for me as far as him. I know because I know everybody human. I know fucking John F. Kennedy's human. I know Malcolm X was human. I know goddamn Trump is human, and I know Martin Luther King is human. Everybody's human. Nobody's perfect. But what I'm hearing from this, I thought I was about to hear some crazy shit. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it ain't done yet. But if it is, I'm gonna shit on Poetic Flacco for this on his reaction. I don't give a damn. I'm sorry. I got to. This is man.
He came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness, and he's gonna go, no, I am a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level. Black queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm gonna throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie, and I said, no, we're not. We're having this dialogue. We're gonna give.
See, I don't understand. All right, whatever. Because when I'm looking at him, I'm looking at. No, but if you see an image like that from him, it's an image that's gonna be, it's gonna affect shit a little bit, maybe. I'm looking at it on the artist standpoint. Forgive me, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, like, I don't hear what's so crazy and wrong about it.
I imagine that a true filmmaker, which this woman is, shoots with integrity and class, and that sounds like low rent fucking bullshit. That's what that sounds like to me.
I hear you.
A non-film mind dipping his Walmart fucking feet into her pool. Fuck that.
She wasn't agreeing with it, and she's a filmmaker. Okay, I get it. Yes. Okay, I got you. That makes a lot of sense.
The concept is weak. It's weak played out, and it's a boring concept. It's a boring ass trope. Let's not fucking do that. Let's make a real fucking movie. Let's make something that's gonna last. Not your fucking bullshit rap video nonsense.
Fantasy or whatever.
Saying.
I think that's a Poetic Flacco getting at. Oh, it was his fantasy dude with the white girl. But all right. But I see where you're coming from, and that's why you're here. Yeah.
Thank you, Bush. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
68,600. I left the check up there. I hadn't even cashed the check yet. The check's still up there. But what I did do, I sent a copy of that check to Honor, because I promised Honor when I get paid, I would return back on this show, and then I would do let the people know I got my money back.
By the way, it doesn't stop here. But do you know the amount of information this woman must have to where Dr. Umar Johnson has been getting people making videos about him on the internet for a while now? For Umar Johnson to tell her, hey, man, here's $68,600. So
you're looking at a professional YouTuber, motherfucker. I gotta say that. Hey,
I like that sweater. I like that rocking.
Hey, let me show you something. Hold on. You think I'm playing? Watch this. Don't be quiet when I walk away. Goddamn.
Yeah, my bad. I'm like sitting here. I'm like, what's he got? I like that sweater. I was never big on him when he was at No Jumper, but like, I don't know. I kind of respect him now. He doesn't stutter as much. That's cool. You got the same shit.
That's that low sweater too. You feel me?
Nice.
I was gonna wear it. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't wear that shit. I meant to turn off the camera before I jumped up like that.
That would have been funny.
Hey, yeah, my girl got me that one. Okay.
That's very nice.
He's saying there's more. I got issues with Dr. Umar Johnson, and it's not because of this so far. It's because of the school and him crying broke and the different shit about that.
Bothers me. The school thing bothers me. He's hustled a bunch of old ladies paying money that are trying to sue him and shit. Like, he's got drama everywhere. He's got bad money problems everywhere. Like, he hustles people with the school, whether it started out with good intentions, or did, but eventually he knew it was in the red, and it seems like he kept going, and he probably got funky with some funds. You know what I mean? I'm sure if he gets looked into, he'll get fucking cooked up. So we'll see what happens. But I always kind of thought he was a grifter, and it just has gotten bad for him. But at first I was like, all right, this guy's doing his thing. You know, like, his point of view is certainly not my point of view, but can't knock him. But then see holes in his start seeing a lot of negative press about the guy on YouTube from individuals, you know, and just doesn't look good for him. So I think he's a grifter, and I think this is kind of proving it. That he's a dirtbag, and it sucks. It sucks. It's another individual that you were hoping was really going to work out. It's a positive guy, and nope. Once again, it's just about money and influence and fucking being a celebrity of some sort.
I think you're right.
Y'all to listen up. I got a very important announcement. Dr. Umar has access to no money right now. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency.
Dr. Umar Johnson, the outspoken Pan-Africanist, is reportedly facing severe financial difficulties, prompting him to seek money from his supporters for his survival. He claims this is due to federal authorities freezing his bank accounts. Known for his powerful speeches on Black empowerment and education, Dr. Johnson has built a significant following. His projects, notably the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey RBG International Leadership Academy for Boys, have historically depended on public donations. However, recent events suggest a major financial setback. Sources indicate Dr. Johnson has appealed for funds, stating he cannot access his money because the feds have frozen his accounts. He implies this is a deliberate attempt to hinder his work and silence him. These claims have led to mixed reactions. His loyal supporters are outraged, seeing the alleged federal action as proof of systemic opposition to Black liberation, and are urging donations. In contrast, skeptics doubt his claims, suggesting other reasons for his financial struggles, or that the frozen account story is a ploy for more donations.
Boy's a cold finesser. Wow.
I think so too. I don't believe that story for 1 second. I didn't see any paperwork on that. He hasn't paid the internet bill, lights on at the school, like the heat's not on, like he owes mad taxes on the property.
He's claiming that the feds is keeping his money.
Yeah,
and then I probably wipe his nose. Does he have a drug problem? I seen him wipe his nose. Damn,
nah, I wouldn't start that rumor, but check it out.
I'm
So
sorry,
he's claiming
I'm just saying, I
he's
seen
saying
him wipe
the
his
feds are
nose.
holding his money, but saying the feds are holding his money. They're not holding his money. They took his money for fucking federal taxes, and and he ain't getting it back, and that's it. Like, he had to pay what he owed. Bottom line.
But he said there was holes on the accounts and stuff.
Yeah, he's saying there's a hold on his account. It's like, no, if you owed property taxes. I know that was a big thing. It was like $100,000 in property tax at least. That's one thing that I saw. But he had outstanding debts, so they wound up probably just taking his money. And now he's saying, "Oh, they froze my accounts." Like, no, they took your money because you owed debt, like, and you weren't paying it, so they took it from you, and now you have no money. So that's why he needs donations. But he's not getting that money back. They're not going to unfreeze those accounts. That money's gone. He owed it. It's gone. He doesn't make any money. He doesn't make any money. What does he do? He takes donations. That's it. That shit runs out. It's not never ending. Bottom line.
Man, so another one. Boy got exposed, man. It's crazy. I didn't see like super compelling evidence, but I do see him looking crazy out here. He got several people on him. Pause. They on him bad. So
yeah, I'm having a problem charging my laptop right now, 4%. So I'm about to die. Just to let you know. I'm
Hip Hop Uncensored.
You heard?
What'd you say?
I said I got about 4% of my battery, so my thing's gonna die because my charge is not working for some reason. It won't take a charge.
No problem. We about to get up out of here anyway. All right. There's another one. Like the other one.
That's wild, man. Like I don't know, like Dr. Umar's not looking so good. The interview didn't paint him so well. The funky stuff he wanted to do in the movie is kind of weird. He's entertaining. When this clown starts taking money from people and costing people real money and suing people and threatening people like this, it's a little out of hand, and I think it's time he gets dealt with. And the United States government tax department has they do a great job of dealing with outspoken people like him like that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of outspoken, final thoughts on Nicki Minaj too. You praying for her or what? How you feel about it?
I always like Nicki. I always like Nicki though. I don't know. I think she's beautiful. I love her. And her music's great too. So I'm not like I've always been a fan of Nicki, and you know that. I've always said, like Cardi's no Nicki. I've always said that.
So you switching over?
No, I didn't care. I don't care about. I can honestly say I don't care about artists' political things. But the fact that she's coming out for that and taking a hit, I think it's cool. I think it says a lot.
It shows something.
So I think it's cool. But I like her. So I'm part.
And we're gonna shout out Fabulous for killing it because he took it to 50, took it to his throat. And my favorite podcast, I think B-Rad said it too. We both love. I think his phone died. We both love Fat Joe, the Joe and Jada pod, but damn, Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder is coming. It's gonna be problems, y'all. Another live. Look at that thumbnail. We covered all the topics. It is what it ain't. Bush and B-Rad back at it. Stay tuned. We ain't never gonna stop. It's the channel that won't quit. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and everything else. Other than that shit, we out of here, y'all. Peace.